Vaccination efforts in the US appear to be paying off as coronavirus infection rates drop to their lowest level in 7 months.
Experts predict 185 million Americans will be vaccinated by September.
Pfizer announced it has begun seeking full approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration of its COVID-19 vaccine for people 16 and older. This is the first COVID-19 vaccine in the U.S. to be assessed for full approval from the FDA. Pfizer's two-shot vaccine is currently used under emergency use authorization from the FDA. Full approval may help get people who are hesitant to get vaccinated.
For a lot of people who are on the fence, who are worried about, well, is this an emergency use? Should I get vaccinated? It will give them confidence. And then there are a lot of businesses who want to require that their employees be vaccinated. For those businesses, it will also make them feel better about moving forward with that.
Nearly 111 million people are fully vaccinated, according to data published Friday by the CDC, more than 33% of the U.S. population. And about 45% of the U.S. population, or more than 150 million people, has received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine.
Overall, we will hit two significant milestones in our vaccination program. 150 million Americans with at least their first shot, and 110 million Americans fully vaccinated. Our wartime effort is mobilized to meet the president's goal, and we are in all-out implementation and execution mode.
For now, U.S. cases per day are falling. The U.S. averaged more than 45,109 new cases a day over the last week. It hasn't been that low since October 6th, according to Johns Hopkins University data. The U.S. will likely reach its COVID-19 vaccine goals for the summer, but vaccine hesitancy and variants could still cause a surge in the winter, an influential model predicted Thursday. The CDC is preparing for seasonal COVID-19 vaccine boosters in case they are needed. And with more variants spreading around the world, officials are racing to encourage Americans to get vaccinated and help the country reach herd immunity before vaccine-resistant variants develop and reach the U.S.
We've dedicated $250 million for community organizations to provide vaccine information, help make appointments, and assist with transportation to those appointments. And another $100 million will support rural health clinics in their education and outreach efforts in rural communities. On top of this, nearly $250 million will be available to states and other jurisdictions to power the next phase of their outreach efforts.
Joining us live from LA is political analyst Aidan Smith. Great to see you, Aidan. As we just heard, a couple of significant milestones there, and COVID cases hitting a 7-month low as vaccinations increase, but certainly still having to remain vigilant, but certainly some positive news there.
No question about it. You know, as someone in Los Angeles County, I am pleased to report that per recent estimations, we are now only averaging, I believe, around 300 cases a day of COVID-19 cases in Los Angeles County. And this is a marked, mind you, shift from January, where the number was something in the realm of 16,000. And Los Angeles, in greater Los Angeles, to be clear, was especially hit by the wave that hit in early 2021. So this is really indicative of generally positive trends across the board related to COVID cases. You know, the president actually announced that he's upping his goal to have at least 70% of Americans receive one COVID vaccination dose by July 4th. Clearly, the shifting priorities of the White House, the executive branch, and also state and municipal governments, is that there is a lot of hope among executive leadership that we are turning the tide against this virus. You know, as you said, vigilance is very much due, not least of which because of the prospect of more mutations or other social phenomena that may disrupt the vaccination and containment process. But overall, things are looking markedly more positive than they were, say, even a few months ago.